we'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard.
So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Ryan to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Throwing again. Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And, oh, right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Ryan's pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He's going to take off with it.
Number 8.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. 1st down and more for Jackson. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
A nice job there on the...
Why is my fatigue going off? Fatigue should not be going off. Wait, do I?
Escape and scramble, a 1st down, a 16-yard gain. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 more yards.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Now he'll pull it down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Ravens.
Not the the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
25-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Falcons, nothing.
Let's go. Come on, Lamar.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. That ball caught. It's marking.
How to make your fatigue slower. In men. Fatigue, a lower value means
Andrews, the tight end. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it?
Come
Take
on,
whatever you want
Joe.
underneath, by all means.
Yeah, Lamar.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get
We're
the
blessing
football back.
you.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now left side on the swing pass.
Get him.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The entire first half of the first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the shotgun, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Does the big boy have the juice? The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Oilers win, no matter what.
That's what you call rolling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. If they go 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
And you can bet you're putting 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Hungry.
Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Ryan on 1st down. A slant to Jones. They'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained
You
to really
lucky
look
I'm letting you
downfield
get
first
the job.
before you come back
I
and
let
make a
you
nice
get
safe
the job.
throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
No.
And
Let's
he'll
go.
take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Right now.
Todd Gurley. As the first half is winding down.
No
and
joke.
the Falcons cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
It's a gain of 10.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams.
I'm going to try to return this.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Got his man complete. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 79 yards. And the Ravens will add on to the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
But that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
At their own 25.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. A lot of times you think if you blitz.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Ravens have got it.
Early on the carry. Football on the play.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? They dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game. And they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
I got a new one on there.
Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you? Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Please,
and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy.
I told you
everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly a fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to drive together. That's all you can do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. action, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to go. Oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipating the contact coming and try to cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. He may try. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to.
Alright, I'm going to end my live stream because I have to